Why Bitcoin halving is so important. Investors are always looking for new ways to make money on the financial markets, and Bitcoin halving might be just the answer to their prayers. What is Bitcoin halving, you ask? Don't worry, we'll explain all of that in this video. But first, let's give you a short introduction to Bitcoin, and then we can dive into the intricacies of what Bitcoin halving is and why it's so important. Cryptella offers you the authentic crypto news and allows you to stay in touch with the crypto market. Hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon to keep yourself updated with our crypto updates. Also, check out our website, www.cryptella.com. Who created the concept of halving? The amount of new Bitcoins created with each mining process is called a block reward. This reward began at 50 BTC per block and is slowly being halved over time until it reaches 0 in 2140. Satoshi Nakamoto created this rule when he developed Bitcoin, so that there would be just a fixed amount of Bitcoins in circulation, thereby controlling its value. What happens during halving? As mentioned above, every 4 years, or 210,000 blocks, roughly every 4 years, miners will only receive half as much block reward as they did previously. For example, if you were mining Bitcoins back in 2012, then you could have received 50 Bitcoin for successfully mining a block. Nowadays, though, that same feat would only yield 25 Bitcoin due to halving. In 2020, we saw another round of halving, and miners only earned 12.5 Bitcoin for their efforts instead of 25 Bitcoin like they did previously, and so on, until we reach 0. The actual term, Bitcoin halving. The number of Bitcoins awarded to miners for discovering new blocks will be cut in half every 4 years until all 21 million have been issued. In short, it means fewer Bitcoins are being released into circulation. Bitcoin was designed as a deflationary currency. It would release a set amount of currency over time, and once they were all released, no more could ever be created. This system helps protect against inflation by making sure there is an upper limit on how much money can exist at any given time. It also creates scarcity, which gives Bitcoin value. The problem with deflation is that it encourages people to save their coins rather than spend them. People tend to hold on to their money in times of uncertainty and don't spend when prices are falling, deflation. When people aren't spending, businesses don't make as much revenue, which makes them less likely to hire more workers or pay existing employees higher wages. What happens next? A vicious cycle forms where everyone becomes afraid of spending because they expect prices to fall further and further. At least, that's what economists think might happen if there wasn't something stopping people from hoarding their coins too quickly. Enter halving. History of Bitcoin halvings. In February 2012, 25 new Bitcoins were created every 10 minutes. In November 2012, that amount was halved to 12.5 Bitcoins per 10 minutes. Because of this, there are a few things to consider. First, if you're not already invested in Bitcoin, you should seriously consider getting some before more halving occurs. Second, if you do have Bitcoin holdings now, you should think about your future plans carefully. If your intention is to sell off your coins at some point over the next 4 years or so, you may want to consider doing so sooner rather than later. Because if history repeats itself and halving day comes around again, well, let's just say we wouldn't want to be caught holding any Bitcoins at that point. Kindly hit the subscribe button and the bell icon as well. The importance of this halving. The halving refers to an event where after every 210,000 blocks are mined, or approximately every 4 years, miners' reward is reduced in half. This reduction in reward has no effect on transaction fees and simply serves as a way to keep inflation in check by periodically reducing Bitcoin supply. The last halving took place on July 9, 2016, at which point miners were rewarded 12.5 Bitcoin per block mined. The next halving took place in June of 2020, when that reward was cut in half again to 6.25 Bitcoin per block mined. How to prepare for an upcoming halving event. While a Bitcoin halving event can be exciting for those who have already invested in it, many first-time investors may be wondering what exactly it means. Here's what you need to know about these halvings and how they can affect your digital currency. What is a Bitcoin halving event? The process of mining Bitcoin requires solving complex mathematical problems with powerful computers that take time and energy to do. In exchange for their efforts, miners receive Bitcoin as a reward for helping keep transactions secure on the blockchain network. To ensure that no one individual or group controls too much of a cryptocurrency, there is an upper limit on how many Bitcoins can be created through mining over time. Every 4 years or so, the next one will happen in 2024, that upper limit gets cut in half until all 21 million Bitcoins have been mined, at which point no more new coins will ever be produced. Why should you care? What's notable about 2016's halving, however, is that it comes at a time when Bitcoin has come into its own as a legitimate digital currency. The business community may have been skeptical at first, but these days, Bitcoin can be used to buy everything from pizza to online dating memberships. Venture capitalists and angel investors alike are pouring tens of millions of dollars into Bitcoin startups and projects. That's all for now from Cryptella, the world's leading crypto news platform. Stay tuned and share that video with your friends to keep them updated on crypto as well. Kindly subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you very much.